Good morning. Nine is back to read you another book. Today I'm going to read The Polar Bear's Son, an Inuit tale, illustrated and retold by Lydia Dabcovich. You see the polar bear and the Inuit man? I think it's a man. Let's find out. Where do you think they live? There's the title page. Gives us a little more clues on where this is. What do you think? All right, let's change this so you can see all the pictures. Way up north, all alone in a little hut at the edge of an Inuit village, there lived an old woman. She had no family, no strong sons to hunt for her. The old woman tried to fend for herself by fishing and gathering seeds and berries, but often she was unsuccessful and had to depend on her neighbors for food. One day, out on the ice, the old woman found a little white polar bear cub. His mother must have been killed, the old woman thought. So she took him home. Back in her hut, the old woman fed the cub, sharing with him the little food she had. "I will call you Kunikachwa," she said. "Kunikachwa, my son." Kunikachwa was happy with the old woman. He was a friendly, round, and fluffy little bear, and the children of the village loved to play with him, tumbling about and sliding on the snow. Well, that looks like a lot of fun. Spring, summer, and the long dark winter passed, and Kunidachwa grew quickly, and when spring came again, he was big and strong enough to go hunting and fishing for the old woman. Look at, he's bringing her a fish. Look at the big basket full of fish. Soon, the old woman had plenty of meat and fish to eat, and furs to keep her warm, and blubber for cooking. And as it is the custom of the Inuit, she shared every good catch with the bear and the whole village. "Come," called the old woman proudly. "There's more than enough for all of us." See back here? That's meat drying, and there's some fish. There's some furs. Oh, look at that. Mom's got her baby behind her. The villagers took the food, but in time, the hunters grew angry because Kunidachwa was much better at hunting than they were, and they were jealous that the old woman had found such a good provider. They decided to kill Kunidachwa, but the children overheard the hunters' plan and ran to warn the old woman. Ooh, they look very angry, don't they? There's the children running to tell her. The old woman went from house to house, pleading with the villagers to spare her clever young bear. "Kunidachwa, my son," she said, "do not take him away from me. This bear is getting too big and too strong. He is dangerous," they said. "We will kill him tomorrow. He will make a fine feast for the whole village, and his fur will keep us warm." Oh, there she is pleading, "Don't kill him." But they are afraid of him, aren't they? The old woman rushed back home. She told Kunidachwa that he had to leave at once. "Go," she said, "go quickly and do not come back." Crying bitterly, she begged him not to forget her. Oh, what a sad day. The kids are sad. Everyone is sad. are. They're looking. Oh, there goes the polar bear. Soon Kuniditwa left. Sadly, the old woman and the children watched him disappear into the distance. Now the old woman was alone again. From time to time, when she felt very lonely and hungry, she left her hut early in the morning and went far out onto the ice, and she would call, Kunidutwa, my son. It was. Oops, did I skip a page? I did. Oh, hold on. She did not have to wait long before a big polar bear came running to meet her. Look at the bunnies running away. They're a little nervous because polar bears kill bunnies. It was Kuniditwa, the big and strong and sleek and glossy. Oh, look at how they love each other. The old woman always looked over him carefully, making sure that he had not been injured. Then Kuniditwa brought her salmon and seal, and they ate some of it together, and the old woman took the rest home with her. Do you think he remembers her? I think he does. This went on for many years, and up to this day, the Inuit tell the story of the faithful bear, Kuniditwa, and the old woman who brought him up. And now the last page of this book, it tells us a little bit more about the people. And I'll just put this picture up here so you can see it while I'm reading. The word Inuit means the people in the Inuit language. For thousands of years, many tribes of the Inuit have lived through the vast, cold, and forbidding Arctic region, from eastern Siberia, that's in Russia, and the western coast of the Pacific to Greenland and the eastern Atlantic coasts of Canada. In their harsh environment, the Inuit survived by hunting and fishing. They lived in small communities, often traveling together and sharing their catches as they followed animals, fish, and birds during seasonal migrations. Game was frequently scarce, but when and where it was available, the Inuit hunted whales, walruses, and seals. Caribou, polar bears, and musk oxen, wolves, foxes, squirrels, hares, weasels, and various land and water birds, and they fished for salmon, Arctic char, pike, and whitefish. In some areas, they were able to gather roots and berries during the short summer. The captured animals provided meat and skins and pelts to be made into clothes, boots, tents, and kayaks, sinews for threads and rope, bones to be made into weapons and tools, and oil for stone stoves and lamps. The hunters believed that the powerful spirit sent them the game they depended upon. They thanked every animal they killed for allowing itself to be caught. So they didn't believe in God. They believed in a great spirit. The Inuit lived in a variety of dwellings. Igloos made out of blocks of ice and skin tents provided shelters during the long hunting trips. Sod and stone houses were used for more permanent settlements. With the arrival of European and American explorers and traders, villages of wooden huts developed near the trading posts. At the same time, metal tools and utensils, guns, kerosene stoves and lamps, and textiles such as cotton, wool, and canvas were introduced. Nowadays, the Inuit live in permanent settlements, many in prefabricated houses. That means houses that were kind of pre-made before they were put up. During the long, dark winters, the Inuit liked to play games and tell stories. There were many tales of powerful animals, strong hunters, and supernatural beings. The story of the polar bear's son, Kuniditwa, was told in various areas of the Arctic and collected by anthropologists. Now, the polar bear's son is told with many versions, but this is the one that is most popular. Now, I'm just going to show you one last page, and there they are. They're on the dog sleds going on their way to be hunted. So I hope you enjoyed this book as much as I did. See you next time.